Today we're doing prospecting for podcasts to get links, and I'm doing this for an SEO influencer who I'm not going to name. So, fair enough. Uh, yes, I'm sort of. It's a bit intimidating. It was a bit intimidating to just film and start doing it, so I've sort of started already. So I've used this keyword SEO inurl blog podcast, and these are the ones that I'm working with, and these are the ones that I still need to qualify, and I want to get to 30 in total. Okay? So, with that keyword, I managed to find this 10 podcasts every SEO specialist should listen to. So I've just opened up all the links here, and this is the last one that I said was good. This one, that can fuck off. So 1, 2, 3, and what I'm looking at is, do they take guests, which clearly they do, and do they link back to the website? So you can either look at it on the website itself, or if you're lucky enough to have Ahrefs, then you can go onto that very page and go link domains. And yes, it does. So this one is a yes. So here we go. Let's see if the rest of us go. I'm just gonna freeze. Okay, so that one's a yes. Tech SEO. So they take guests. It's a DR16, which is quite low. If it was me, I'd be cool with it because the content's good, but it's clients. Salt Agency. Does this person work for Salt Agency? Adriana Stain. Yes, Adriana Stain is the SEO consultant Salt, and they link to Salt Agency. So this one would be good, but the DI is too low in this instance. Otherwise, it would be good. This shit we don't really want. Oh, this is a very well-known thing. This is very well-known. Aida Solis. Falling Mondays. Even if you don't get a link here, I think I know she takes guests because I've seen the podcast before. Even if you don't get a link, Crawling Mondays is such a big podcast in the SEO space that I think that in this case the client will be happy with that. So you might not get the link. Actually, I'm going to put a note in there. Might not get a link. Evolving SEO. I had this one already. Delivered social. Okay, I think we're off that list now and we're just going on the podcast list. My old business needs a blog. Hannah and Rob. Following on Rob's other life as a journalist and Hannah's vast experience of delivered social. So I'm going to go for site : delivered social podcast. Because what I'm worried about here is that I think they're an agency and they will only feature their own staff in the podcast. Sorry, I'm just turning on my AC. So I have to turn the fan off. So I'm just sort of screening for that really. Million. It's very special client guess. So these are clients, are siblings who recently been working to produce a new website. Right, so this is like some staff members' kids. It's not a real guest. Clients, Instagram, Bleen, Apple. Yeah. Okay. So they only have their own staff, so we're fucking that one off. SEO testing podcast. What's my next one? Blog. No, site. Nah, it's not obvious that they take guests, so I'm going to leave this one. Dan Shaw's this one was already on my list. Impression. Oh, this is a big UK agency. I've got a feeling these guys aren't going to want to take guests. They're just going to want to showcase their own agency staff. So we go 1, 2, 3. Producing David. We interviewed at Peaks Digital. There's a link, and it's not impression. Excellent. Yes. 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 This is what we want. This is what we fucking want. An impression or a big agency there, and they give links as well. It's DR64. It's like as relevant as it gets for the client in question. The client will probably like have heard of them as well, which is always, if you're getting placement and the client has heard of the company that you're getting a placement from or the outlet, they are always fucking happy with that. Okay, so Daniel Mickelson, business profile. Gonna look if they do a regular podcast. Webinars and podcasts. Johan Kroner, Daniels. So they take guests, but I just want to work out, are these guests people who work in the company? Cloud Capital. He does. This is not a good sign. We'll do 2 more. Ooh. Ambition. But I think these are clients as well. So I think it's either like clients, they're essentially like testimonials, or it's like showcasing their own talent. So I'm going to fuck that one off as well. Podcast good for essays. This is not what we want at all. How to avoid the cringe faction writing. It's quite funny. So this looks good. This looks good. This looks good. Now all we need to do is your vertical measures, which is different, and they do a link. Lovely. So site. What was that called? Site visibility. Site visibility. Browser media can fuck off. Search with Candor podcast. James Jack Chambers. So, in this instance, they're talking about they're only featuring agency guys. But I know this guy. This guy is not an agency staff. I think he's just like a guy. Yeah, and it links to his website. So this is perfect. This is perfect. Candle. It's a DR60. It's a high DR as well. Again, SEO inurl blog podcast is that's the operator I've used, and I think I'm pretty confident I'm gonna get at least 15 here, potentially even 20, and I only want to get 30 in total. SEO 101 podcasts and. Nah, I don't think they take. It's not obvious they take guests. Step 4 or 5th. Is that not the same thing? No, we don't want shit like this. Agents of Change podcasts. Reddit for marketers. Oh, if these give you backlinks, I'm going to go to Ahrefs. Link to domains. What was the guy's name? Brent Castorius. It was Brent Castorius. That's his website. Is that on here? No, it is not. What the fuck is it? Okay, what is that and what is that? No. Unless this is Brent Castorius. This isn't a good sign. This isn't a good sign. Why the fuck are you linking to that? Seabrook Sellers. B Squared Media. We're looking for B Squared Media. There we go. Okay, so yeah, you can get a link here. So I'm going to add this to my list. Agents of Change. Let's take a fuck off. Well, someone's popular. Oh, is that it? Does blogging still work? Might be a good guest post site, but not for podcasts. Podcast SEO. Okay, so they're just talking about how to do podcasts. Just writing blog podcasts. So they haven't done a podcast for a year, which isn't a good thing. And I think they only feature their own guys. Yeah. Olga's, I've heard of this person. I've heard of this person. So there's a no, it's not. It's an affiliate. It's an affiliate link. Cora. It's an affiliate link. Cora. It's an affiliate link. Cora. It's an affiliate link. This is bullshit. And she's got her own fucking. I'm gonna do a Ahrefs lookup. That's cheeky as fuck. I think. Cheeky as fuck. Let's try one more. Doug Cunnington. Let's try one more time. Niche side project. That's Doug Cunnington, isn't it? There he is. Okay, so you can get a link. So Olga Zar. Weebler. Fucking hell, this looks ancient. 2024 though. I do think this is kind of a cool site, but they just won't take podcast guests. But I really like that. I really like that they answer frequently asked questions from customers in blogs. I think it can go a long way in life just doing that. Ninja Cat. Let's go for that. And then I'm going to go for fuck off. No, sorry, not blog, podcast. See, this is very similar to a guest post prospecting, except instead of here's our old friend. Oh, it's Lily Ray. Whoops, sorry that. Is that Lily Ray's website? Yeah. So they're getting a link. they're getting a link. So yeah, indicate. These are some very high DR websites. Weebler, although I did like Weebler, not appropriate for this instance. Jumpfly, enhancing the podcast reach. Not what we're looking for. Vision podcast. What you should go back or whatever tools. Thanks to Sasha. And you go, yeah, but you go, yeah, but it's okay. So they're getting a link. They're getting a link. They're getting a link. So I'm gonna go. Is this their only podcast? If this is their only podcast, then yeah. I'm gonna add this to my guest post target list though, however. Because I think it would be a good guest post site. But it's not for podcasts. I feel like this has the vibe of one that doesn't do guests. Let's see. Yeah, they're just linking back to themselves. Clinic. Just an insert. Linking back to themselves, linking back to themselves, linking back to themselves. Let's check out a few of these. Nope. No. I'm going to leave this one. Clever Cake Blog, Podcast 8. Facebook marketing expert, Paul Dunai. Yes. Clever Clicks, it was called. Audio SEO, nah, that's not what I'm looking for. Going beyond the blog in content marketing. That grows. So I'm looking, do they take guests or do they just feature their own staff? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go site colon that, and then I'm going to go guest. Nope. Okay, so that makes you think that they take guests, which is fair enough, but not what we want. No. Megan.rc, 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 John. Okay. So they've got a few different. Okay, so this is a straight up just links to a. Are they all like this? Are these links? Nah, we don't want that. We want ones where it's a podcast embedded on the blog. Possibly. So this is about podcasting. Nah. Okay. So the next I'm going to use is affiliate marketing. Podcast guest. And what I'm going to do is use the SERP extraction list. I'm going to go into batch analysis. Go to that, analyze. Sorry, I made a mistake. What I should have done is go into that. Then you're going to go to the URL trimmer. Analyze, and this will Ahrefs will remove the duplicates for you when you do it like this. It means you need to hunt around for the blog page or for the podcast page, but for me that's worth it to remove the duplicates. How many more do I need to get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then what I do is I sort it from DR, and then I download it, open it up, and I'm going to go from DR 80 to DR 30. So DR 30 to 80 is what I'm going to do. Podcast. They don't actually have a podcast. Podcast, they do have one. There's Pat Flynn. Yes. So you do get links. So that is fantastic. And it's a DR80 site. Oh, if I can get that. It's gonna need like a very bespoke email. Probably just a. I'm probably gonna do custom emails, like completely bespoke emails for this. To get on that would be fantastic, especially since this guy's really pushing the personal brand thing quite hard. It would be beautiful if we got this. No, no. Got 1, 2, 3, 4. Jeff Walker. So guest. My guest today is Jeff Walker, right? Let's check out his website. Calendly. So his website is just a Calendly link. Check out his website. Yeah, so you can get that. So yeah, this is good. Duct tape. DR78 as well. These are fantastic. Fuck those off. I've got a good feeling that we're going to get to 30 with these ones. That was the guy's thing. That was the same one. That was the same one. That was the same one. Potopian. No. No. That looked like a rather strange Spotify ripoff. Whoops. Ah, for fuck's sake. Neil Schaefer. I've heard of this guy before. Dave Carpin. So does it link to Dave Carpin? Who's HFC? DaveCarpin.com is his website. Does not seem to be on here. Which is a little bit surprising. Let's see if maybe. Let's see a couple more. I think that's just him. This is a guest though. Crossbeam. Guest links. Yeah, and he's got a website there. So I think if we can just ask. We'll just need to ask. Make sure we ask for one, and also make it good. So Neil Schaefer. Shit. What was the? So it was. I think that's what was used. Oh, fuck this up a little bit. That's for podcasters. No, we don't want that. What's Everand? No. 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 Side Hustle Nation. This site's been around for ages. Understratch.com, and you get a link as well. So whew, we're getting closer. Creative pen. This just doesn't. This doesn't feel quite right, but I'm just gonna check. Because if they got a podcast and they do podcast, nah. Pod match isn't going to be what we want. Affiliate program, OSI affiliate. Unless they've got like a podcast. Let's talk about affiliate marketing. No. I don't know what this is. Is this like a magazine or an agency or what? They've got a podcast. And it's about marketing. Speaks with Cantars. So do Kantar get... Oh, it's behind a fucking paywall. Oh, fuck that. Nope. No. No. Podcast. That's right, better. Short stories with Steve Diamond. Here's the accent eye. Yeah. Nice. Interview links worn. Email buy it worn. So yeah, you can put links in there. That's his e-commerce brand. So we'll need to talk about e-commerce, but you can get links in there. Might not be super relevant, but I'll see if I can make a pitch e-commerce-y. Right. E-commerce. Ward. Podcasts. Videos and podcasts, basically the same thing. No, there's just not enough of it going on. No. Nice. Okay, so this will need to be about Pinterest. Which I think our client can do. Our client, no, no. If they've got a podcast, then I know they're trying to do what I'm doing. They can fuck off. They can fuck off as well. They can fuck off as well. No. Come on. No. Does this guy have guests? That's what I'm trying to find out. Ah, Seth Godin interview. Admittedly, he is quite like a quite big guy. But I think we can give it a go. The worst thing that happens is he says no. That's definitely. This one again. No, sorry, that was. Sorry. Oh, fuck this up. So SEO affiliate, that was commerce, that was Pinterest, SEO affiliate, blog talk. No. No. I don't know how relevant this is anyway. No, it's a backtrack. It's not really about. It's not really relevant enough. Is that to be a guest on her podcast, or does she want? No, she wants to be a guest on other people's podcast. No. Yeah, this is looking promising. Link out. Yes, they do. Lovely. Lovely. No. No. Okay. So now I'm going to do digital marketing in your URL podcast guest. Cool. So again, I'm going from 30 being the lowest, and I'm going for 80 being the highest. Otherwise, you're just getting like super huge sites that aren't very relevant. And then imagine girls in marketing, you need to be a girl. So I'm just going to delete both of those. Postagia, I remember not liking that one. Site possibility. We had that one already. If something comes up over and over again, it's a good sign. It means that they're like a very relevant target. I already don't like to look at that. Just keep optimizing. We had to brand 24 is the first one. What? No. Oh, yeah. Podcast marketing strategy. No. Jake Evans podcast. No, not relevant. This one's just loading like a bitch. Do BuzzStream have a podcast? Yeah. So James Brockbank, Digiloft, first thing. There we go. Podcasts. One. It's not actually clickable. You just listen to it. So no. It's a podcast thing. The Exposure Ninja podcast. I used to love this when I was starting out. This is a really, really good podcast. But I think they tend not to have guests. They tend to feature their own staff. So, yeah, I'm going to leave it. Not relevant. Again, I think I've been through this one. It's not even clickable. Yeah, so this works. No. So 210 digital marketing podcast. So accept. Hopefully that's clickable. It's not. So we then go to podcast, digital marketing podcast. If we guessed. Let's just I think about a Pearson. Useful links of Pearson. So there is a guest. Useful links. LinkedIn link. Useful links is not clickable. Joined. I'm gonna go. Go podcast joined by, because I think that no clickable link is a mistake. So let's see. It's got his email address. Oh no, that's their email address. Ugh. No. Joined by Simon Kemp. Simon Kemp's LinkedIn. A dataware portal, and there's a link to it. So you can get a link here. So yeah. Target internet. Cool. Okay, I've done all 30. I'm going to do the rest of these just in my own time. I know there are a few here. There's like Craig Campbell's podcast and a few others I'll do. But yeah, so that's how you do prospecting for podcast appearances. If you like that video and you potentially like to work with me, my website is olliebaysdigital.com, or just Google Ollie Bays Digital and it'll be the first result. If you want to email me directly, it's Ollie, OLI, at olliebaysdigital.com. I'm sticking that in the description as well. If you enjoyed the video but you don't want to speak to me, fair enough. But please like, comment, and subscribe, as that really helps the channel.